Hi, um, this is the render tutorial for playlist craft. Basically, a render is uh, the action of turning a complete playlist into a single video that you can later upload to YouTube. Um, so in the platform, a render is created as a render job, and then it's queued uh, on our render worker when you create a render job, and it typically takes around 10 to 15 minutes or less according to the render type that you create, the render background type that you create. You choose a render format, one image, five images, five videos, 10 images, mixed. Maybe you want the video to have 20 songs, 40 songs. Right now, all the renders have the same pricing on the rendering, but different pricing on the render format. So for example, if you select the video to have one image and the songs, it's cheaper for you. And if you select the video to have 10 images and 4 videos shuffled, yeah, that is going to be on the higher end of uh, the cost. So let's just get started. On the sidebar, click on renders, and then you can see create render. So when you click on create render, you're able to select the playlist that you want, and you can only select playlists that have completed generation. So if when you go to playlist and you see a playlist maybe saying that it's not saying completed, for example, like this one that says lyrics ready, you cannot see this option for selection when you are trying to create a new render. So you'll only see the ones that have completed. So when you click, let's say for example, Cafe La Habana, you can see these now. These are the render options now. So we have the one image 20 songs, we have one image 40 songs. As I said in the video about how to generate a playlist, I'll show the link just here on the video. When you generate a playlist, right now you have the playlist will have 20 song requests, and for each song request we send, we get 2 versions of that song. So you can decide to render all those versions. So you'll have 40 songs, and we're not going to organize them as maybe like song 1, version 1 and 2 playing uh, like that. We are going to play the first versions 1 to 20 and then the second versions 1 to 20, so that at least the listener does not uh, correlate the 2 versions. So these are the options that we have. We have an option to have one short video and then the tracks playing. We have options to have 5 short videos with the, yeah, so like that. We have those options, and we also have the option to shuffle now, to create 10 images, cover images, and 5 cover videos that are going to be shuffled. So 2 images and then 1 video in that pattern looped over the entirety, then looped over the entire duration of that uh, track combination. Yeah, so let's say for example I want to create one, or let's say maybe 10 images. Yeah, 10 images with 20 songs. So I have an option to, if I select 40 songs, I can't select the versions, but if I select 20 songs, I can decide maybe I'm going to render the second versions, and if I click view one, I'm going to render the first versions. Yeah, so just going to click this, and then I'm going to say create render job. Now you'll see that uh, the render job has been created, and we have the credits that have been deducted. So it's going to cost 85 credits to generate 10 images plus the exact now render job, now rendering, now like combining the 10 images. So first it's going to generate the 10 images according to the playlist that you have selected. If that playlist had a generation engine selected, the images that are going to be generated are going to use that as context. I'll show the video of how to create the generation engines here so that you can refer to it. All right. Yeah, so that is how the process works. And when you go back to render and I think maybe refresh, you can see that this is pending and it has been added to the queue and it's going to start the process. It takes about maybe like 10 to 15 minutes and for us to get the 1080p video. All right. Yeah, so that is the process of rendering.